Greetings and salutations to all you folks out there. We're doing a Supcom stream today. It is Tuesday and it has been 3 days since I've played Supcom, and that is entirely too much. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a game on Canis, and this is the ultimate version of the map. And just to kind of refresh your memory, if you didn't see the last game that I played on one of these, or you haven't been on FAF in a while, there's a new series of maps called Ultimate Versions of Maps. There's a Wonder, a Zeta, or a Wonder Open, a Zeta, a Canis, and a Hilly Plateau Ultimate. And what it does is it scales the number of mechs and the amount of reclaim and the position of the spawns, all that jazz, for how many players are on the map. So you can host with up to an 8 versus 8, and then you just close however many slots you don't want to use, and it eliminates those players. So it's super duper easy to use. You can scale the number of people up and down depending on how many people join the lobby, and it just makes it super easy to get things hosted. You don't have to worry about all those different maps. Do I want the 5v5? Do I want the fixed 5v5? Doesn't even matter anymore. So as soon as we get this everybody X'd up, we will jump right into this. Hopefully we'll get launched. I am doing a 6 versus 6 because that seems to be about the highest number of players I can get and not always have some sort of network issue. So we're going to see how well we can do with it for right now. All right, just need 2 more people. I hope everybody is doing well tonight. I've also, I did add the YouTube chat back, and it has now broken again. This is the problem that I was consistently having before, but I shall fix it, and it will be there. And we're good. Yeah, YouTube chat is back, hopefully this time to stay, and I need to launch this son of a gun. Do not have connection to Canis. Yes, I will save a slot. Just get back in here as soon as you can. Well, one other channel announcement that needs to be made, and actually has been around for a little bit now, but you guys definitely need to take advantage of it. You need to go click on the link in the description. There is a link to a poll for what games I should be playing. And not only is that poll there with some options, but you can add options to it. So if you have a game that you would like me to play, check and see if it's there. If it is, vote for it, or any number of games that you'd like me to play. And if it's not, add it to the list and then vote, because that helps me know what you guys want to see. There's also a couple other links down there. If you want to help me out in any way, there is an Amazon affiliate link and a couple other things down there that you can use to either directly or indirectly help me out. So we've got no connection, warrior, rejoin, please. And then we will try to launch this thing. Which one is warrior? He is a 600 rank. I'm going to keep him here just in case we can't launch. I like persistent people, but sometimes, you know, you just got to take the hint. If we can't launch with warrior, then we will let Not Crazy Carl back in and see how it goes. All right, gonna kick him. I say that. I can't leave him in here while I'm launching. Nope. Sorry, warrior. No connection. Well, that is too bad. Occasionally it happens. Sometimes there's just something funky in the P2P connections, but we'll get somebody in here. Just pinged Not Crazy Carl out in the other lobby, so hopefully he will get back in here. And there's Dribus, however you pronounce that name. I think it's Dribus, but I told Not Crazy Carl that he could play, so I am going to knock him out and let Not Crazy Carl get in. Come on, Carl. You gotta join, bro. I can't move you in. I can't move you in. Please get in here.
Group formed.
So many people. There it is. All right. Finally. Finally, finally, finally. Please. There we go. And it's a launch. We're good. We're golden. At last, I can feast my eyes upon the beauty of SupCom. So let's see which side we spawn on. And if you are on the north side, you need to kill the stream ASAP. Do not be that one jerk who goes to stream and gets free intel, because that is not a nice thing to do. I need you to let us play in peace. So, how lonely does it feel over there, Deadbeat? Are you liking your solitude, your isolation over there on the plateau? I hope you are, because you're going to be out there all by your lonesome for most of this game. So the 5 in the middle are kind of the traditional spawn point for what typically happens on Canis. And then there's an extra person here, and if you have another person, it adds another 4 mechs and a hydro up here somewhere. So you end up with even more asymmetricality, if that's a word that I can use, and if not, I'm going to make it up and use it anyway on Canis. But right now, I need to think about getting up this way. These are my 4 little mechs, and I get the 3 over here. And hopefully, I can move on to the front and do some awesome stuffs. So we are going to shoot a couple of labs up here with the scouts. Mr. NG, you are going to build a hydro. And the ACU is going to assist you. And then you're going to build some PGens and a storage and some more PGens. And that should be good. So we're going to get those labs out, and I'm going to try to prevent if he shoots a engineer or something out over here. And also it serves double duty, because I'll have a scout coming across in front right about the time he would be sending things down to deny me. I should be able to predict if there is a combat unit coming right down here. So that will be very, very useful information, and hopefully prevent me from... Ooh, hold on. What am I doing here? Need an engineer. Well, looks like I got 4 mech marines. Maybe we can make use of them. 4 mech marines it is. That was not the greatest start. But you know what? It's a warm-up time. We'll get there. We will roll on out and do great things in this game. I can just feel it. If not great for me, great for the fail clips. Because it's great one way or the other. Alright, so we got plenty of power coming in. Let us go for a mechs upgrade, because I do believe we are going to have more than enough reclaim to grab one of those. One thing to keep in mind on Canis, you got to get your TMD online relatively quickly, because if you don't, you are going to get screwed over by that first TAC missile that comes along. Let's go up here and start reclaiming rocks over there. And we are going to do our land production. You know what? I'm going to send you over there. I'm going to send you right alongside the hill, and you're going to provide a little bit of radar coverage. I'm going to go camp out on this hydro, because I think, if I'm not too terribly mistaken, if it was me, I would send an engineer out there at some point. So we're just going to see what happens. I'm really hoping that somebody's building air, because I am not building air. Look at this! Look at this! Oh, run away. Run away. Okay, well, we'll get him with the other. It's all good. What are you pinging? Well, there's a scout. You didn't think I had a spare, did you? But no, I'm going to deny that. I am going to freaking deny you the joy of that mass extractor. And there's the ACU. Well, that was short-lived. But you know what? Every little bit helps. Every little poke and prod that you can send that other person's way, it is a good thing. I'm actually going to get 3 mexes off the ground on this, I think. Hopefully, I will not regret that decision. I am about to hit T2 on that one, and then it will only be 2. I think I have the storage to manage that. So we've got a tank there, and that is going to be the ACU. And there's also something right here, which is probably going to end up coming down and biting me in the butt. But right now, I am not too terribly worried about it. That is, in fact, the scout, which is going to get reclaimed, and that is all fine. We're going to drop a mass extractor there and 2 land factories, one of which is going to pump out engineers and the other of which is going to make tanks, because we need some tanks to get down and dirty with the enemy units. Let's make another one of you. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use all of you guys to reclaim all this stuff. And then once the reclaim is finished, we are going to use all those engineers for build power to dump a very, very fast series of factory upgrades. And then hopefully we can beat our opponent to death with higher tier units. That's the plan anyway. Whether or not it will work, I know not. But we're going to give it our best friggin' shot. I think Trump's burger is Supreme Burger. I don't understand what is going on anymore. Alright, we're going to build some engineers, which are going to reclaim here, and you are going to go up front, because there's some tanks a-coming, and I want to kill those tanks before they cause any mischief, and I can build the other stuff with engineers that are popping out momentarily. So, the awesome thing about this is that there are not really any places for these tanks to run, and they are Auroras, though, which means, yes, that is Trump's burger, and that is going to be an issue for me. So I'm going to need either some point defense or something, and I probably want to throw down a radar and another factory ASAP, because I am, in fact, going to need some tanks in order to deny all of those crappy Auroras, which will inevitably come my way. Now, one thing that I can do to help alleviate the situation, oh yes, yes, thank you, please do run all the way back to base, because that is just amazing for me. We're going to build a point defense here, and point defense, as you well know, can kill the crap out of a whole pile of Auroras. If he doesn't have any artillery in his mix, he is going to regret ever stepping foot in my territory. That is the goal anyway. We're going to go ahead and drop a T2 mass extractor. Something I get asked relatively often is what is the optimal scenario, what is the optimal sequence for upgrading your mass extractors? And to that I say, oh, this is going to be just perfectly timed. Look at this. Look at this. We're going to get walls up around him. He's going to bring all his Auroras in. He's going to lose half of them. That's just the best, you know? When you anticipate what an enemy is going to do and just counter it before he even succeeds at it, it's just awesome. All right, so he's got his ACU down, and that is a little worrisome, and I think I'm going to try to get the gun upgrade, because the gun upgrade is going to give me the ability to outrange the Auroras, and that's going to really save my butt when push comes to shove. We're going to send 4 engineers up here to assist with that, which is going to drain my power reserves quite severely, but I think I will be able to swing it. So you, my friend, are going to stop, and I think we're going to bring back all of you guys. Now back to the sequence of events for upgrading units. Oh, crap. Yeah, Master Mandel, I would thank you kindly to get up there and help me out, because I am going to be in a pickle. Let's see, E-boost, please, because I am going to die if I don't get it. We're going to stop you and go tanks, and we're going to retreat with you as soon as the gun upgrade is done. Please, 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 please. Oh crap, lost all my Engies. Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Just need to charge that overcharge, and we're going to upgrade in the back. You are not going to succeed at this, bro. I got my gun upgrade. I'm invincible against your Auroras. This is all going to be fine. I can dodge your T2PD shots. It is all well and good. And you know what? If you are going to leave your stuff right there, that is absolutely fine with me. So I'm just going to camp here with my gun comm, kind of keep an eye out on what's happening and build an anti-air turret, and then worry about the fact that I do not have enough build power online to actually be dealing with this crap. So we're going to spring you over here and start building storages, which will up my eco. So what I was going to say about the mass extractor upgrade sequence. You want to do all of your safe mass extractors to T2. And then you want to do a combination of capping your T2 mexes and upgrading your more risky positions. And you are trying to T2 point defense creep me, and I do not appreciate it. Not one bit. So the idea is to balance efficiency with what is safe. And what is safe is things... There we go. Why did you not click? Please? Thank you. Alright. What is safe is things that are not in any immediate danger of being overrun by units, / things that are out of the reach of rear tack defenses, and that is 2 Oblivion turrets simultaneously firing at me, which is not at all useful. And I need to get the hell out of Dodge, I think. Yes. Alright, so what I need now is I need an option for denying this. So I'm going to have to fall back. Yes, 2,500 health. I realize that's very, very low. Run away! Now you guys are just going to keep pumping out tanks, and you're going to queue behind me. And my ACU, I think, is actually still fine. I've got fairly level terrain here to fire from, and I do outrange the Auroras, and I am 9 kills away from a veterancy. So I think I'll actually be okay. We're going to assist this, and we're going to go T2 and start building pillars. There we go. So I'm about to lose that T2 mechs, but I've already got another T2 mechs in the back, so that actually didn't hurt me too terribly much. And we're going to stop with you and start building more pillars to come up that way, because he is just streaming out a buttload of units. We're going to build 1 tack defense right there, and then a T2 Gen in the back, and we should be good. Alright, so we need to maximize our kiting distance here. Want to get in range, and thankfully Auroras are pretty dang slow tanks, and I should be able to kill 9 of them rather easily before I get overrun. So there we go. 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. There's my double veterancy, and I should be fine. We actually need to get a radar up here. That would be useful. And then go back to assisting. Man, freaking tastic. Waste the power on a double unit kill there. That's the fun thing about going versus A on T1. You can basically just count the amount of shots that you fire, and that is how many units you have killed, because they all have less than 200 HP. Sweetness. Alright, so we got the T2 Gen coming online. We're in a bit of a power stall because of it, but I think we will be fine. And I am going to move up just a teeny tiny little bit. That is a very strange firing pattern. That is a gun comm, but he is not on the radar as of yet. So it's a little bit of a weird spot to be in. We're going to keep these tanks and the flak with my ACU, I think. So we're just going to kind of occupy up here and keep him from moving any farther forward. And then we are going to shift to a bit of a flapjack mix here, because we have got a whole bunch of problems stemming from fire bases, and that is not a good place to be at all. We're also going to go T2, maybe? I wish I could see the stats on this. I know that in the last patch, the nano regen was actually buffed quite a substantial amount, which is a nice change to see. I wish it hadn't been coupled with such a huge nerf to the T2, but whatever, you can't win every fight. So T2 now gives you way less health and way less regen, is basically what it boils down to. And also less build power. So the T2 comm in general is just not as strong. But if you get the nano gen upgrade, it will significantly improve your stats. That is for certain. Okay, so we're going to try to move up just a little bit here. And I think I can safely bring all of my tanks in, because I do, in fact, have the gun upgrade on my commander, so he won't be able to range me very easily. We're going to try to clean up those without losing any of our tanks to overcharge. Did lose one to a T2 point defense. That's a little sad, but it happens. It happens. And we're going to go for a T3 upgrade on that mechs. Now, we're going to start needing some more build power here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in the back and we're going to build... actually, you know what? We're going to go in the front. We're going to go in the front and we're going to build a series of factories. And we're going to build 4 in a line here. with 3 in a line there. And that'll leave us room to build a little bit of eco and get some other things online. Look at this over here. Cerberus turrets and T1 point defense, though, that is going to cause a major problem for the units that are coming in. So that is a bit disappointing. But it is a noble effort, and it might actually do a little damage to the base. But he is not going to overwhelm it with that. I just can't see it happening. All Unbalanced has to do is land a 1 or 2 overcharges, and he is absolutely fine. But it's looking a little sketchy now that there's 2 ACUs, but there is another ACU, Null PTR, pulling his over. So being a good teammate there and helping people out. And yes, I did see the fact that my commander was very heavily under attack, and I am aware. So probably going to get comments on that one. People who write comments before they even see what in fact is happening. And I need to go kill that engineer because he is going to start stealing all of my lovely reclaim, and that is not something that should happen. We're going to try to kill that Oblivion turret there. And I'm going to see if I can get some of this tasty mass without triggering any type of point defense retribution. There we go. And that was an ACU blast, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Who died? Unbalanced. Unbalanced, in fact, died. And so did Null. That is brilliant. The double gun comm did actually ace it. I was not expecting that much of a movement. That is awesome. Cool beans. I am always happy when somebody scores a kill that I was not expecting. It is a good surprise to have. We're going to grab that reclaim, as I said just a second ago. And since we have relieved the pressure on the front line, we're going to pull these back. We're going to move over to the side. Larry still has all of his units, so I am not entirely sure how much use I can be. I would have to cross. He's got 2 Cerberus turrets, and there is a tac launcher. That is exactly what I do not want to be seeing. We are going to build another one of you after that. Go over here and grab another T3 next. So that is a thing. I think I can skirt his defenses. I am not 100% sure, but there are also more units and crap. So there's a Seraphim point defense still there. So I'm just going to bring my pillars back. Yes, I should probably be trying to be more proactive on this side of the map, but at the moment I don't have a good way to get over there. So I'm just going to sit on my coattails for the moment and wait for other things to happen. So at the moment we have a grand total of 14 tanks, which is a nice amount. And we have 3 flapjacks. Just killed the shield. Awesome. And we should be able to knock out this. Now, if I only had to kill 3 Oblivion turrets, I think I have enough tanks to overtake that. So we're going to try to get that one and maybe that one down to 2, and then we'll try to push in some. I think that is a good strategy to have moving forward. We're going to unpause you, and right now we're living on energy overflow from our team. So once that T3 is done, we're going to build another T2, and since we have 2 T2, we can build a shield in between, and we should be good. We'll come back and get those 2. T3 and pause. So that's how you queue out. A long build queue is a good thing because then you don't forget stuff that's happening back in your base. I should probably bring my flak back over here. Be a good thing to do, and let's kill that. So right now, let's estimate our range here. We've got that much range on the T2 point defense there. Where are you going to stop? Right there, and all of our tanks are going to be safe, so we're good. And that is a lot of Cerberus fire coming in, but thankfully, Cerberus turrets are rather weak. So you got a mobile shield there, some fairly beefy T2 units, and we should be good. That is not good, however. We have got a mass movement. The great migration of Auroras. I think we can cut off progress with the pillars, though. And this many pillars should do a pretty freaking fantastic job of heading off all those T1s. And they are now moving the other way. But I think I will be able to take a lot of them out nonetheless. Ah, there are T2s on the front. That is not ideal, but I think we will still have enough tanks to make up the difference. There's 3 obsidians, 4 obsidians, 5 obsidians, 6, 7. My odds are not looking as good as they once were. I may need to actually bring up my gun comm. There's no more point defense up here other than a T1, which is very, very aggravating. I think he has seen all of my stuff going on over here and has decided that he needs to take action against it. And that is definitely something that he is very welcome to do, but I am going to try my best to stop him. So there is a single Oblivion turret right there, and it looks like they are angling in to come across. I'm going to try to get my butt out of the water here. I am back at 12,000 health with the T2 and the gun. So while I don't have the awesome regen backing me up that I used to have, it's only 16 regen in fact, I will be able to land a couple of overcharges on these obsidians. I should be able to get a 2-4 there. How many I got? 3 kills, 2 of them T2. That is fantastic. Get another double there. Actually collided with a unit on the way. That was not the greatest. And we get a kill there. Alright, I think that was about as good as we could hope for. We're going to kind of scatter shot this. Please cancel. Please cancel. Thank you very, very much indeed. Misplaced again. There we go. We're going to do that and Shift G so the TML all spreads out its fire. Going to move all you guys up, and we are going to cancel build on this as soon as the last flapjack is complete. So there we go. Then we're going to take all of you guys, and we're going to go T2. I think we got enough mass to swing that. And we're going to come over here and casually build T3 on our ACU while he is chilling out under the water, just where you can't see him. So Glenn Bro's down. I think he just control K'd. I don't think there was actually anything that went in there and killed him, but Canis is doing a phenomenal job of just ramming all of his units up in there. That is a beautiful thing indeed to behold. Need to bring those back. Taking too long to kill us. Just do it already. Yeah. Chill your britches. We're coming. Got 2 units here. We can do this and reclaim. And you, my fine little friend, I want you to kill that radar. Let's get you up there. And up there. Good. Now, do we go for T3 or do we just start mass T2 production? I'm thinking mass T2 production, because at this point, I don't think any of them have a T3 factory. He does, but he's about to lose it. Yeah, I think I just go mass T2. We're going to grab all these guys and go for the infamous Riptide, because they have a way higher movement speed and will be able to get across the map quicker. We're going to do that and unpause you, in fact, because we are dipping into a rather large amount of reclaim here. Always a lovely thing to have happen. Go over there and get that. And keep on moving. Keep on moving. Let's just bring you guys up. And move in. Gunships ahoy. Maybe the gunships are what killed him. I didn't even think about that, because the ACU could have gone nuclear, and it would have also taken out all of the gunships. Master Mendel doing a pretty freaking awesome job with that air coverage. Well, would you looky there. There's actually some units up in here, and I'm going to back the hell up. We're going to attack you guys and do that right there. And try not to lose all of our stuff. Maybe I should go right there. I think that is a wise thing. And yeah, there's a lot of T2 units there. I mean, a whole lot of T2 units. We're not going to bother rebuilding those mexes at the moment because I don't think that we shall need them. We're on our last T3 mex upgrade. And here comes our first wave of Riptides out of the factory. Haha, you underestimate the burger. Well, you're the one who told us to come kill you already, so I think some of the fault lies with you for being a little misleading. But then again, a little misleading is what I would expect of a Trump burger. You know? Are you trying to tac missile me? Are you trying to tac missile me? That would be a strap bomber, and that would be a dead commander. Who was that? I did not actually see. That was blue, I think. So sad to see another one go. So sad indeed. I think we got enough to storm this. Let's go kill purple. He's got a whole pile of Cerberus turrets over here. But I don't know that Cerberus are going to be enough to deny a Harbinger. And I don't think he actually has the power to overcharge anymore. And that is a major problem when you're dealing with T3 units. It really, really is. But we're going to try to take this little base away from him. And then we will try to swoop in and steal this kill. Now I realize the 200 was in the air slot, FML. Yeah, that's what you get for auto balance. But you know what that means? That means that somebody else besides the rear slot needs to be building air. Ahaha. Didn't think about that, did you? Oh, wow. Look at that. All of the Cerberus turrets in one fell swoop. They're just gone. Every freaking one of them. But you know what he is going to do? He is going to run right into the oncoming masses of Riptides. Actually, those are pillars in the front, but there are more Riptides following up. I would like you to kill Larry Bob Joe. Because no one with a name that generic deserves to live. Well, only lost one tank from it, but we're going to have to retreat here because we've got more T2 headed to our side. I don't think that Trump's burger is going to last very long. You know, I might be wrong, but just looking at the amount of units and how much stuff is headed his way, I just don't see it happening, you know? He's got some Harbingers, so that's a good thing, but my teammate also has Harbingers, and I'm backing him up with some mobile shields, so I don't think we're going to have any trouble with this. Not one iota. Got my T3 upgrade done. Did I even bother building SAMs? Nah, we're going to come up here and assist this GC. Just see if we can get it done before the end comes. Run these guys on up in here, and we're going to grab all of you on a common move order placed right up there. I think that'll be golden. We could actually go T3. We have got plenty of eco for it. My team fell around me. Yeah, it's pretty much all the team's fault always. Doesn't matter if people are getting double teamed. Well, I think the strat bombers are going to get it before we can get up there. That is sad, sad indeed. One more strat bomb, and he is out of here. Well, I have to say, teammates did an awesome job of winning that. I can't say that I contributed to it too much. But I can say that I contributed to the overall power stalling of the team by a fairly significant margin. There we go. Trump is out of here. Done. And so is this game. Now that we're warmed up a little bit, try to do a little bit better on the next one. You know the drill, guys. I'm going to pause it for just a second, reset a couple of things, and we will be right back.